Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, I wanted to come back actually with my, I want to say, 7th game of the race for the Heisman. As you guys can see, I am back in first place after the win against, I believe it was Alabama last. That's right, third Saturday in October. So back in first place, and actually we are still second in the bowl rankings, which I don't really get. I think we're actually tied with Ohio State if you look at the poll average with the old BCS methodology. In the main coaches poll, though, we are number 1. It might just be because we played less games than Ohio State, but as you guys can see, there's still actually a lot of undefeated teams left, so there are still a lot of teams that are alive. It's not like NCAA 14 where it feels like most of the teams cannibalize themselves by about week 10, and a lot of the group of 5 teams start moving in. But this week we are playing South Carolina. As you guys can see, we got Notre Dame, Memphis, Vanderbilt, and Kentucky left on the schedule for the regular season. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow with the, I think it would be, what was it, Notre Dame game. Yeah, at Notre Dame Stadium. So we start off the game here with a nice pass to Gerald Riggs, which was good because the beginning of the game was not good at all for me passing. Beginning of the game was extremely rough. The turnover bug came back to bite me a little bit, and it did get better as the game went along, but against a subpar South Carolina defense, I did struggle a little bit. Running the ball wasn't really too much of a problem this game. A few sacks. They did have a good defensive line that got after it this game, but still wasn't a huge problem. As a whole, though, the triple option actually worked really well this game. I should have used it more. But as the first drive goes, we're moving the ball pretty good. Gerald Riggs getting a lot of work on the first drive. And just to cover a little bit of background stuff right now, we are 6-0 after the victory against, almost intercepted there. But we are 6-0 after the victory against Alabama. Had a very tough schedule up to this point. South Carolina, another top 25 team that we have to face, and then another top 25 team next week against Notre Dame. That would probably be the last one of the season, though, as Vanderbilt, Memphis, and Kentucky are all actually really bad teams on this game. So those will look to be stat boosters. After we do kick the field goal, we have the 3-0 lead. Looking to extend it to a 10-0 lead and see if we can put this one away early, not have a deal like LSU. But like I said, turnover bug bit me early. Bad look on the pass there, overthrew him. A lot of times I'm extremely inaccurate with throwing on the run. I believe that is an individual rating in this game. Like I said, it's been a while, so it's something I'm going to have to look back at. As you guys can see, I don't know what it's been this year, but Gerald Riggs is really good when he gets in a pile of players. Whenever he gets stuck in a pile, it seems like if you just keep pushing forward, he'll get about 5 extra yards. But as you guys can see again there, just another sack. The middle to the end of the first half was not good for me at all when it came to rushing yards and interceptions. So even looking deep here, I believe I do complete it here, but actually no. So we end up punting it, and we got someone open here. So that is caught. Looked like a horse collar, but nothing called. So as you guys can see, we are still in the second quarter and only a 3-0 lead. I do believe I pick up the first down there, but I do get injured. So not good. You always get scared when the main player you're playing with gets injured, but I do go back in the game, and then first play is an interception and then a fumble to get it right back. So crazy play there as soon as I get back into the game. And looking to roll out here, I believe that was about a 6-yard gain on the play. So looking to get it in the end zone for the first time this game, and we do. I believe that was a pass to Gerald Riggs for the touchdown. So my stats not looking great right now. About 3 for 9 with about 40 yards, touchdown, and 2 interceptions. So it seemed like it kind of seemed like that was the way the stat line went all game. So the ratio of touchdowns to interceptions does get a lot better, and it looks like we have a completion there, but just a little bit too far. It's just not the ratio, or the completion percentage just didn't get better. That was one of the many drops today. The receivers weren't great today, but as you guys can see there, one of the better balls thrown today. Good catch by number 3. Give me the 39-yard touchdown pass to extend it to a good 17-0 lead before half. to kind of stage off the upset alert. So as soon as we get the ball back in the second half, we did choose to receive in the first half, so a little bit of a lull between when we get the ball. Looking extended to a 24-0 lead to kind of put the game away altogether, and a good rush there. Like I said, the option was really working all game, so not really too much of concern there. The option kind of been not looking so good for us the last couple games, so it was good to get that back. And after a touchdown there, so I believe that was my third touchdown pass of the game, somewhere in that ballpark, extending it to a 24-0 lead. Looking like we're looking all right here. So after the rush to the outside for about 6 yards, looking at a 2nd down and 4, trying to extend the lead to 31-0 now, seeing if we can have maybe like another 50-point game. The offensive yardage-wise, the offense has kind of been getting worse and worse by week, but that's just because had such big weeks against UAB and Florida that it was kind of hard to replicate. And then once we start facing some of the tougher SEC defenses, that was a great catch right there. That was one that I wanted to point out. That's kind of been a go-to route for me in tough situations, is the little corner out to the sidelines, as we do get the illegal touching penalty there, which I did not see him run on the sidelines. That was just me not paying attention. But that little corner out that I've been running is a little go-to for me this year. It just hasn't been picked off yet. But as you guys can see, the stat line not looking great completion percentage-wise, but completion percentage just hasn't been really good for me all season. For having such a good roster, one of the weaker spots for this Tennessee roster is at wide receiver. I believe the best one's like an 87 overall, and it drops way down to 80. But as you guys can see there, just the slant route was not working for me at all that game. Almost had my 3rd pick of the day, and able to get away with one there. But I am also, if you guys didn't watch the first part of this series, I am an option quarterback, and it's going to take probably about a year or two to get the ratings up for all the passing stuff. We do go for it on 4th down here. We do get it. 4th down and 2 is nothing for Gerald Riggs. Like I said, you just throw him into a pile and it seems like he comes out with like 2 or 3 at least extra yards on every single one. So rolling out here, not looking too promising. Throwing across the body actually, and the receiver was actually open, but he dropped it. And following play, though, we do get a completion, and looking to put it over 200 passing yards for the game, and getting another touchdown there. So it seems like I did get about a touchdown every 3rd completion this game. So even though the completion percentage was horrid this game, at least the completions I did get were good ones. I believe I do have above 100 rushing yards again in this game too, even though I did not get a rushing touchdown. I might have gotten one. I don't really remember. But as you guys see there, 3rd interception of the game. Like I said, it wasn't a great game for me turnover-wise. Just throwing the ball wasn't a great game. Did have more touchdowns than interceptions. The yardage was also pretty good, even though the completion percentage wasn't great. Also had a decent amount of yards on the ground. But just efficiency-wise, throwing the ball wasn't great. One of the things that has been a staple for this team this year has been defense. I should have pitched that there. But like I said, one of the things that has been a staple for this team this year has been defense. The defense has been rock solid all year, not allowing more than, I believe it's 13 points in any single game. And if we end up with a shutout this week, then that will be, I want to say, I think it's just the 2nd consecutive week with the shutout, because I think Ole Miss and Georgia were able to get touchdowns. But I don't remember. Yeah, Georgia did. I think Georgia got 14 points. So, okay, not let up more than 14 points this year. But this could be the 2nd consecutive week against a good offense that we get a shutout. And to shut out 2 top 25 teams back-to-back, especially against 2 rivals like this, big deal. It's a good streak we got going. And I believe, yeah, almost intercepted again. Like I said, just got a little careless throwing the ball this game. I think I was kind of getting a little impatient after the first few turnovers. But we do get the 5th touchdown of the game there, throwing the ball. So, like I said, good day touchdown-wise. I believe that brings it to almost every other completion I got a touchdown with this game. and it's about wrapped up at 38-0 unless we put up another touchdown here, and might be able to. Still got the time to, but I did get the player of the game with over 300 total yards and 5 touchdowns. So good day nonetheless, minus the turnovers. The turnovers and completion percentage kind of sucked, but everything else was fine. I believe this ends up being like the last play of the game, and scramble that brings me over 100 yards for the game. Actually, I might have already been over 100 yards, but anyway, that does bring the final to a count of 38-0, and you walk away with a victory in this game pretty easily. Not as many points as we normally put up, and not the best defense we've ever played either, but that can just be chalked up to the early turnovers. First quarter especially was very, very rough. I was also injured for a little bit, so yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I'll be coming back probably tomorrow with the Notre Dame video. I've been putting the link in the description below to the playlist for all the other videos previous in the series, and see if we can continue the #1 ranking, undefeated season, and first place in the Heisman watch. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.